Salam brothers and sisters. Welcome to today's video where we'll be delving into a fascinating topic, the purported scientific evidence from the Quran. Over time, various verses from the Quran have been interpreted as hints towards scientific insights. In this video, we'll closely examine some of these verses and discuss their possible meanings within a scientific context. Let's dive right in. Number 1. The creation of the universe. One of the most well-known verses is the description of the creation of the universe in the Quran. In verse 21:30, it says, "Do not those who disbelieve see that the heavens and the earth were a closed-up mass? Then we opened them out, and we made from water every living thing." Some have argued that this verse alludes to the concept of the Big Bang, where the universe emerged from a singular mass. Number 2. Development of the human embryo. Another intriguing verse describes the development of the human embryo in the womb. In verse 23:12-14, it states, "Man we did create from a quintessence of clay. Then we placed him as a drop of sperm in a place of rest, firmly fixed. Then we made the sperm into a clot of congealed blood." This verse could be seen as an allusion to the various stages of embryonic development. Number 3. Expansion of the universe. In verse 51:47, it is said, "And the heaven, we raised it high with power, and most surely we are the makers of things ample." This verse might be a reference to the expansion of the universe, a concept that was discovered in modern astrophysics. Number 4. The water cycle. Another intriguing verse describes the water cycle. In verse 39:21, it says, "Do you not see that Allah sends down water from the clouds, then makes it go down into the earth in springs, then brings forth thereby herbage of various colors?" This verse could point to the water cycle, the foundation of precipitation, rivers, and plant irrigation. Number 5. Mountains as stakes. An interesting verse concerning geology is the description of mountains as stakes in verse 78-67. "Have we not made the earth an expanse, and the mountains stakes?" Some have argued that this verse refers to the actual function of mountains in stabilizing the earth's crust. Number 6. Dark matter and energy. Verse 67-34 states, "He who created the 7 heavens in layers. You will not see any incongruity in the creation of the All-Merciful." Some have speculated that the mention of 7 heavens might relate to phenomena in modern cosmology, such as the concepts of dark matter and dark energy permeating the universe. Number 7. Fingerprints for identification. In verse 75-34, it is mentioned, "Does man think that we shall not gather his bones? Yes, we are able to put together in perfect order the tips of his fingers." This verse could point to the unique identification features of humans, such as fingerprints, often used for identity verification. Number 8. Honey as a remedy. Another intriguing aspect is verse 16-68-69, which says, "And your Lord taught the bee to build its cells in hills, on trees, and in men's habitations, then to eat of all the produce of the earth, and find with skill the spacious paths of its Lord." This verse is often discussed in relation to the fact that honey indeed has healing properties and was used historically as a natural remedy. Number 9. Creation of atmospheric layers. In verse 71-19-20, it says, "And Allah has caused you to grow out of the earth as a growth." Some have seen an analogy in this verse to the formation of Earth's atmosphere and life-supporting conditions. The notion of humanity emerging from and returning to the earth could symbolize the circle of life and nature. Number 10. Unity in creation. Verse 30-22 emphasizes, "And among his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the variety of your tongues and colors. Most surely there are signs in this for the learned." This verse could be an invitation to observe the diversity and unity in creation. The mention of different languages and colors might point to the diversity of humanity in nature. Number 11. Order in nature. Verse 55-56 says, The sun and the moon follow a reckoning, and the herbs and the trees both bow down in adoration. This verse might allude to the precise order in nature, from the orbits of celestial bodies to the structure of plants. This harmonious interplay could serve as evidence of a superior creative force. Number 12. Source of life, water. In verse 21:30, it is stated, "And we made every living thing from water." This verse highlights the significance of water as the foundation of all life. Today, we understand that water is essential for the existence of life, and this verse might be an early acknowledgement of this fact. The verses mentioned in the Quran can be interpreted in various ways, and some may connect to modern scientific knowledge. It's fascinating how these ancient texts could hint at aspects we've only discovered through research later on. If this topic piques your interest, I encourage you to explore further and draw your own insights. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed this discussion about scientific evidence in the Quran, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Until next time, may your thirst for knowledge never cease.